Earth's message to the galaxy's mightiest. Our courtesy has ended, HFY. Ethan Cole stood on the observation deck of Earth's orbital station, staring at the black void beyond. Stars twinkled calmly, as if nothing could disturb the peace. He adjusted the strap of his uniform and rubbed his eyes. For decades, humans had sent messages into the galaxy, greeting other species with offers of friendship and cooperation. Some messages had been received, most had been ignored, some had been laughed at. Ethan thought of the council meetings he had attended, where other leaders had spoken with caution. They had wanted to continue Earth's policy of courtesy. They had wanted to hope that the galaxy's mightiest would respect a small, fragile planet, but Ethan did not hope. He only prepared. Down below, the cities of Earth glowed like small sparks against the blue oceans and brown continents. Civilians lived their lives, unaware of the threat that was silently approaching. Above them, humans had hidden something remarkable. They had built ships, weapons, and defenses far beyond what other species might expect from a species so young in the galaxy. They had built them quietly, without boasting, because they knew the time for courtesy might not last forever. Laura Hayes, one of the leading council members, joined Ethan on the deck. She had a calm face, but her eyes were sharp. "Ethan," she said, "the latest scans are troubling. The fleet is closer than we thought. They might reach Mars' orbit in less than 3 days. Ethan did not flinch. "Then we will be ready. Humanity is not defenseless. They will learn that soon enough." Laura frowned. "I hope you are right. The commanders are ready, but the civilians, they are not prepared for what is coming." Ethan's lips pressed into a thin line. "They do not need to know everything. They need to survive. And that is why we plan quietly. The aliens expect us to be weak. They expect courtesy. We will give them neither." Below the orbital station, the United Earth Council's command center was buzzing with activity. Daniel Brooks, a strategy officer, moved between stations, checking data and directing teams. Screens displayed simulations, maps of the solar system, and projections of the alien fleet's movements. Humans had intercepted some alien signals and studied them carefully. Every message showed arrogance. Every warning was laced with threat. The aliens believed they were superior. Maya Green, an engineer, worked at a console, her fingers moving fast over the controls. She had designed experimental weapons that could change the course of battle. "Daniel, the energy arrays are ready," she said. "If we deploy them at the right moment, we can take out multiple ships at once." Daniel nodded. "Good, keep them ready. We cannot afford mistakes." Far above, in the depths of space, human stealth ships drifted silently. Kyle Turner, a young but brilliant fleet commander, checked the systems of the Aurora, one of Earth's newest cruisers. The ship had been designed for speed, agility, and surprise. It could outmaneuver almost any enemy vessel, but only if the crew used it with skill. Kyle ran his hands over the controls, feeling the hum of power beneath his fingers. He thought of the men and women who would fight beside him. Nathan Hill, a daring pilot known for his fearless maneuvers. Chloe Bennett, a scout whose quick thinking had saved lives in countless simulations, and many others who had trained for years for this moment. They were ready, even if the galaxy did not know it. Back on Earth, civilians carried on with their lives. Children played in the parks, unaware that warships from a distant galaxy were moving silently toward their home. Workers finished their shifts, teachers taught lessons, and families shared meals. To them, the universe seemed calm, peaceful, and ordinary. But above them, in the hidden layers of orbit and beneath the surface, humans were preparing for a fight that might change everything. In the council chamber, Ethan and Laura joined Daniel Brooks and other leaders. "The aliens will arrive sooner than we expected," Daniel said. "Our scouts report that the main fleet is moving faster than our predictions. They do not appear cautious." "They believe they are untouchable," Ethan leaned forward. "That is their mistake. They underestimate us. And that is the one thing humans are best at, turning mistakes into advantages." Laura studied the maps projected in front of her. Red icons marked the alien ships moving steadily toward the inner planets. "We need to ensure Earth survives the first strike," she said. "The moment they see resistance, they will adjust, but if we can hit them first, we can take the initiative." Maya spoke up. "The weapons are ready. We have hidden them well. Our engineers have designed them to surprise even the most advanced shields. If we time it correctly, we can cripple their fleet before they reach Earth's orbit." Ethan nodded. "Good, that is what we will do. Humanity will not surrender. We will show them that courtesy does not mean weakness." As the leaders discussed plans, the alien fleet continued its approach. Millions of kilometers away, the alien commanders monitored the solar system, confident of their superiority. They had conquered many worlds before. They had crushed species weaker than humans. They assumed Earth would be no different. Meanwhile, Kyle Turner and his crew prepared for their first mission. The Aurora glided silently through space, shields humming, engines ready. Kyle thought of the simulations where they had practiced every maneuver, every tactic. This was no longer practice. This was real. Nathan Hill checked his fighter ship, a sleek vessel designed for speed and precision. "Kyle, all systems are green," he said. "We're ready to go." Chloe Bennett adjusted her sensors. "I can scan their formation. We might find a weak point." Kyle smiled. "Then let's show them what humans can do." Back on Earth, Ethan watched the stars. He thought of the messages humans had sent for decades. Greetings, offers of friendship, warnings against aggression. The galaxy had ignored them. Some had laughed. Some had threatened. Some had simply pretended not to hear. Ethan clenched his fists. "They will hear now," he whispered, "and they will regret underestimating us." The days passed quickly. The alien scouts entered the outer solar system, sending small ships to test defenses. Humans observed, learned, and adapted. Every movement the aliens made was noted, every weakness recorded. Ethan, Daniel, and Laura worked tirelessly, analyzing data and planning strategies. In the hidden laboratories, Maya Green and her team tested weapons, ensuring they could be deployed at a moment's notice. Engineers and scientists worked around the clock, driven by determination and the knowledge that their work would save millions of lives. As the alien scouts drew closer, tension grew. Civilians began to notice unusual activity in orbit and the skies. Rumors spread of strange ships and unexplainable phenomena. Governments issued statements, urging calm but hiding the truth. Earth was ready for war. On the Aurora, Kyle Turner ran simulations one last time. He checked every system, every weapon, every crew member. Nathan Hill adjusted his cockpit. Chloe Bennett reviewed sensor readings. Each of them understood that the coming battle would test humanity in ways no one had imagined. Finally, the first scout ships appeared near Mars. Small but fast, they moved to probe Earth's defenses. The human fleet, hidden and silent, observed them. Ethan watched from the command center, his mind focused. This was the moment. Laura Hayes leaned over his shoulder. "Are we ready?" she asked. Ethan's eyes did not leave the screen. "We are not just ready. They will see that humanity does not bow. They will see that our courtesy has ended." The scout ships moved closer, unaware of the trap waiting for them. Aurora's stealth systems kept it hidden. The weapons were primed. Humans had waited patiently, learned quickly, and prepared meticulously. They were ready to turn the first attack into a demonstration of human skill, bravery, and cunning. Nathan Hill's voice came over the comms. "All systems ready, Kyle. Let's make history." Kyle Turner nodded. "Then let's show them why humans should never be underestimated." Ethan Cole watched silently. The galaxy had assumed humans were weak. They had assumed courtesy meant submission. They were about to learn that Earth's patience had limits and that humanity could fight back with power, creativity, and unyielding will. The first part of the war was about to begin. The calm before the storm had ended. Humans were ready. The galaxy was about to see the strength of a species it had overlooked. And above all, they would learn that humanity's courtesy had ended. The first alien scouts moved through the solar system like dark shadows. They were faster than anything humans had ever seen, but they carried a heavy confidence, unaware that humans were watching, learning, and ready. From the command center, Ethan Cole and the Council monitored every movement. "3 scouts approaching Mars orbit," Daniel Brooks said, pointing to the screen. "They are sending signals, probably testing our responses. They expect weakness." Ethan's eyes narrowed. "They will find none. Prepare the intercept team. Aurora will engage first." "Kyle Turner, this is your moment." Far above Mars, the stealth cruiser Aurora drifted silently. Kyle Turner's hands moved over the controls, heart steady but mind sharp. Nathan Hill and Chloe Bennett were at their stations. The sensors detected the alien ships ahead, their hulls glowing faintly against the dark of space. Kyle spoke quietly. "Keep calm, everyone. We move on my mark. Remember, they do not know our weapons. We use that advantage." The Aurora shifted slightly, adjusting its trajectory to stay hidden in the shadows of Mars. Maya Green's experimental weapons were loaded, ready to fire the moment the fleet entered range. Every crew member on the Aurora knew the stakes. If they failed, Earth would face the might of a fleet the galaxy called the strongest. The first scout ship passed the orbit quietly, scanning the region. It was massive, but its movements were predictable. Humans had studied alien designs, and they knew exactly how to exploit weaknesses. Chloe Bennett's sensors identified the engine's vulnerable points. Kyle, target the rear thrusters. If we disable them, the ship will drift and lose maneuverability. Kyle nodded. Fire when ready. The Aurora released a small, fast missile that streaked silently through space. It hit the rear thrusters with precision, causing a spark of energy to flare. The scout ship wobbled, caught off guard. Nathan Hill maneuvered his fighter to intercept, firing plasma pulses that further disabled the ship's shields. From Earth, Ethan watched the live feed, a small smile crossing his face. They thought this would be easy, he said. They assumed courtesy means weakness. They assumed we would bow. They assumed wrong. Laura Hayes stood beside him, her hands clasped tightly. Do you think the others will come faster once they see this? She asked. Ethan shook his head. They underestimate patience. They underestimate strategy. Let them see one ship fall. That will make them overconfident. The disabled scout drifted helplessly as the Aurora moved in for observation. Kyle instructed, do not destroy it completely. We need information. Chloe, download all you can from their systems. Chloe's fingers flew over the controls. The alien ship's database was complex, but humans had designed hacking systems specifically for this moment. They extracted navigation charts, fleet commands, and communication codes. Meanwhile, the other scouts noticed something was wrong. They accelerated, attempting to find Aurora, but the stealth cruiser vanished like a ghost. Nathan Hill and his squad of fighters intercepted several smaller ships. Human pilots moved with speed, precision, and unpredictability. Alien commanders had not faced opponents like this before. Back on Earth, Maya Green monitored the weapon systems. They're trying to adapt, she said. The aliens are fast learners, but our arrays are ready. If they cluster, we can disable multiple ships at once. Daniel Brooks nodded. We need to ensure our orbital shields are strong. If they break through, Earth is vulnerable. Ethan, do you want the Council to authorize full deployment? Ethan's eyes were firm. Not yet. We hit first, but we hold our main strength in reserve. Let them think they can push us. That overconfidence will be their downfall. Above Venus, the alien fleet started to spread, sending signals to each other. They did not understand humans' tactics. They had assumed Earth's defense would be simple, small ships and weak weapons. They had assumed humans would flee. They were wrong. Kyle Turner and his crew worked like a single organism. Fighters flanked the scouts, forcing them into positions where Aurora could strike. Nathan Hill fired with skill and accuracy, Chloe Bennett provided critical sensor data, and Kyle directed their movements like a conductor leading an orchestra. One of the scouts tried to escape toward Jupiter, sending signals that indicated distress. The Aurora followed, but Kyle had a different plan. He activated a decoy system that mimicked Aurora's presence, leaving the real ship hidden. When the alien scouts took the bait, human fighters ambushed them, disabling engines and weapon systems. Ethan watched the feed, satisfaction in his eyes. They will tell their commanders about this, he said, and those commanders will believe they underestimated us. They are learning too late. On Earth, civilians had started noticing strange phenomena in the sky. Satellites reported flashes, ships moving without explanation, and strange communications. Governments remained silent, trying to keep panic low. Laura Hayes addressed the council. We need to manage information. People are beginning to ask questions. Daniel Brooks agreed. Keep them calm, but prepare for evacuation orders if needed. Our priority is to ensure survival, not chaos. Meanwhile, Kyle Turner led the Aurora to a high orbit above Earth. The first strike had succeeded. Several alien scouts were disabled, their signals captured, their technology partially understood. Humans had achieved what few believed possible. They had fought back. Nathan Hill looked out the viewport. Kyle, they'll be coming faster now. We've made them notice us. Kyle nodded. Good, that means they are reacting. That is exactly what we want. Let them make mistakes. Chloe Bennett reviewed the alien data. Their fleet is larger than we thought, hundreds of ships, but their formation is predictable. They rely on size, not strategy. We can use that, Ethan Cole addressed the council. Humanity has shown the first spark. We've sent a message. The galaxy's mightiest will now know that we are not passive, but this is only the beginning. We must prepare for their main fleet. Maya Green smiled slightly as she watched weapon systems run diagnostics. I've never seen them adapt so quickly to unknown threats. Humans are unpredictable. Laura Hayes looked at her, realizing the truth. That unpredictability is our strength. They cannot calculate courage, creativity, and determination. That is why humanity survives where others fail. The first alien scouts were now crippled or retreating. Some had broken through communications, sending warnings to the main fleet. Kyle Turner knew that the next wave would be larger and more aggressive, but humans were ready. Aurora and its squad of fighters had proven that skill and ingenuity could defeat even superior numbers. In the depths of space, Nathan Hill's fighter tracked a disabled scout drifting helplessly. He fired one final pulse, ensuring it would not threaten Earth again. "One less ship," he said quietly, "but many more are coming." Chloe Bennett adjusted sensors. "I'm tracking signals from their command ship. They are coordinating. They will attack soon. Bigger ships, bigger weapons. We need to be ready." Ethan Cole turned to the council. "We expected this. Let them come. They will find Earth ready, united, and unwilling to bow. Our courtesy has ended. That message must be heard loud and clear." Below, civilians continued their lives, unaware that Earth had already sent a warning to the galaxy. Humans had shown strength, creativity, and courage. They had taken the first step in a fight they did not seek but would not surrender. Kyle Turner gathered his crew. "We did well," he said, "but this is only the start. The main fleet will be here soon. We hold our ground, we adapt, and we show them that humans cannot be underestimated." Nathan Hill grinned. "They'll remember this day for a long time." Chloe Bennett added, "They will know that Earth does not bow. They will know that humanity fights with everything we have." Ethan Cole looked at the stars, thinking of the future. "This is the first strike," he said, "and it is only the beginning. The galaxy will see what humans are capable of. They will learn that patience, preparation, and courage are more powerful than arrogance and strength." As night fell over Earth, the first alien scouts lay disabled in orbit or drifting helplessly through space. Humans had struck first, and the galaxy had received a clear warning. Earth would not be taken easily. The courtesy that humans had offered for decades had ended, and any who threatened the planet would find a species that fought with cunning, bravery, and unity. Above, the Aurora glided silently, ready for the next wave. Kyle Turner, Nathan Hill, Chloe Bennett, and their team watched, prepared to face whatever came. On Earth, Ethan Cole, Laura Hayes, Daniel Brooks, and Maya Green prepared plans, weapons, and defenses. Humans had sent their first message, and it was not one of peace. It was a message of resolve. The calm before the storm had ended, and humanity had struck first. The galaxy's mightiest would soon learn a lesson they would never forget. The main alien fleet approached the inner solar system, massive and silent. Humans had disabled the scouts, but now the real threat was coming. Hundreds of ships moved in formation, their dark hulls blotting out parts of the stars. Earth's fleet, hidden in orbit and deep underground, prepared to face them. Ethan Cole stood in the command center, watching the displays. "They think the first strike was luck," he said. "They think humanity is small, weak, and predictable. They are about to learn otherwise." Daniel Brooks nodded. "Our pilots are ready. The Aurora and the fighters are in position. Our orbital weapons are armed. Maya, are the experimental arrays ready?" Maya Green smiled slightly. "Ready and waiting. They will not know what hit them." Laura Hayes turned to Ethan. "Do you think we should send another message before the attack?" Ethan shook his head. "No, words mean nothing now. Actions will speak louder. Humanity fights with intelligence, courage, and unity. Let that be the message." High above Mars, Kyle Turner and his crew aboard the Aurora prepared for battle. Nathan Hill's fighters formed a protective ring, while Chloe Bennett scanned the approaching alien fleet. "They are larger than we thought," Chloe said, "but their formation is rigid." "They rely on size, not strategy. That is our advantage," Kyle nodded. "We move carefully, hit weak points, avoid direct confrontation with the largest ships, use speed, precision, and surprise. Humans are unpredictable, and that will save us." The aliens entered the inner solar system, confident in their power. They fired warning beams toward Earth, testing defenses. Human orbital shields flared, absorbing the blasts. Ethan watched from the command center, tension gripping him. Laura Hayes spoke softly. "They expect fear. They expect surrender. We will give them neither." The first human strike came from the Aurora. Kyle maneuvered the cruiser behind one of the largest ships, unseen by alien sensors. He fired a series of missiles aimed at engine nodes. Sparks and smoke erupted as the alien ship lost maneuverability. Human fighters swooped in, targeting weak points in the shields. Nathan Hill's voice came over comms. "Engaging enemy front line, they don't see us coming." The alien ship wobbled, attempting to adjust. Chloe Bennett sent precise navigation commands to human fighters, guiding them into positions that maximized damage. The fleet had speed, but humans had intelligence, coordination, and adaptability. From Earth, Ethan Cole watched as the first alien ship faltered. He spoke into the council microphone. "Let them see that Earth does not bow. Let them know humanity fights." The battle escalated. Alien ships fired energy beams, attempting to destroy Aurora and the fighters. Humans dodged, retaliating with coordinated strikes. Explosions lit the dark void of space as alien ships were disabled or forced into retreat. Laura Hayes monitored communications. "They are calling their fleet leaders. They are shocked by our tactics. They did not expect resistance." Ethan nodded. "Good. Shock and confusion are the first steps to victory. Keep pressure on them." On the Aurora, Kyle Turner led a daring maneuver. He split the squad into two groups, luring part of the fleet toward a trap. Human orbital weapons activated, firing concentrated bursts that disabled several alien ships simultaneously. Nathan Hill laughed over comms. "They didn't see that coming." Chloe Bennett scanned the enemy command ship. "There is a weak point in their shields. If we hit it, we can disrupt their entire formation." Kyle nodded. "Target it carefully. We do not destroy more than necessary. We need information." The human fleet struck with precision. Alien ships faltered, their formation breaking apart. The main command ship attempted to retreat, but human fighters blocked its path. Earth's weapon arrays fired again, causing energy surges that disabled alien engines. Ethan watched, his face calm but intense. "They will remember this day. They will remember humanity does not surrender. They will remember that courtesy has ended." Meanwhile, on Earth, Maya Green coordinated the weapon systems. Engineers monitored energy levels, ensuring no overloads occurred. The arrays fired repeatedly, synchronized with fighter movements, creating chaos within the alien fleet. Daniel Brooks spoke to the council. "Their main fleet is breaking apart. They are attempting to regroup, but humans are relentless. They adapt faster than the aliens can react." Laura Hayes smiled. "That is the difference. We fight with courage, intelligence, and unity. They fight with arrogance, expecting submission." Above Earth, Kyle Turner's Aurora tracked the alien command ship. Nathan Hill led a small squad of fighters in a risky maneuver, drawing the enemy into a narrow pass where orbital arrays could strike with precision. Explosions rocked the alien vessels, disabling engines and shields. Chloe Bennett monitored data. "They are panicking. They don't know how to respond. Human tactics are unpredictable but effective." Ethan spoke to the council again. "This is humanity's strength. We do not rely on size or brute force alone. We adapt, we coordinate, and we fight with purpose. That is why we survive when others fall." The alien command ship attempted a counterattack, sending energy pulses at the Aurora. Kyle Turner's crew dodged, firing back with targeted strikes. Nathan Hill's fighters blocked reinforcements, while Chloe Bennett guided them into positions that maximized damage. In the chaos, human ingenuity shone. Small teams boarded damaged alien ships, capturing technology and gaining further intelligence. Each victory gave humans more confidence and caused fear among the aliens. Ethan watched as the alien fleet retreated toward the outer solar system, damaged and confused. He turned to Laura Hayes. "They will regroup, but they will remember today. Humanity has sent its message." "Our courtesy has ended," Laura nodded, "and they will know that Earth fights with courage and intelligence. They underestimated us and they paid the price." Kyle Turner guided the Aurora back into high orbit. Nathan Hill's fighters regrouped, scanning for remaining threats. Chloe Bennett downloaded data from disabled alien ships, ensuring every detail was recorded. On Earth, civilians watched strange lights in the sky, unaware of the full battle above. Governments issued statements about unusual satellite malfunctions, hiding the truth. Humanity had fought the galaxy's mightiest and survived. Maya Green turned to Daniel Brooks. "The weapons performed better than expected. Humans can outthink and outmaneuver them. They cannot predict us." Daniel nodded. That is the key. Strength is not just in firepower. It is in planning, courage, and adaptability. Ethan Cole addressed the council. This is the moment humanity proves itself. The galaxy must learn that we do not bow, that we fight with intelligence, courage, and unity. They will think twice before challenging Earth again. Kyle Turner and his crew rested briefly, but their minds were already focused on the next steps. They knew the alien fleet would return, stronger and more determined. Humans needed to prepare not just for survival, but to ensure Earth's message reached the far corners of the galaxy. Nathan Hill looked at Kyle. They won't forget today. Humans are unpredictable and we are ready to fight. Chloe Bennett added, we've sent the first message. Now we make sure they understand it. Earth is not weak. Humanity fights. Ethan Cole watched from the command center, thinking of the galaxy beyond. This is just the beginning, he said quietly. They will learn that humans are not passive, that we do not surrender, and that our courtesy has ended. Humanity has the will to survive and to protect our home. That is our greatest weapon. Above, the Aurora drifted in orbit, a silent guardian. Kyle Turner looked out at the stars, knowing the battle had only begun. Humans had struck first, and the galaxy had taken notice. Earth would not bow. Humanity would fight, and they would show the galaxy that strength comes from courage, intelligence, and unity. The battle had changed everything. Humanity had sent a message, loud and clear. They would not be taken lightly. The galaxy's mightiest would remember Earth, and they would learn that courtesy had limits. The calm had ended. The first strike had proven humans could fight, but the war was far from over. Ethan Cole, Kyle Turner, and all of humanity knew that the next encounters would be more dangerous. Still, they were ready. They would adapt, fight, and survive. And the galaxy would learn that humanity's courage and ingenuity were as powerful as any fleet, any weapon, or any alien might. The alien fleet had retreated, battered, and confused, but humanity did not lower its guard. Ethan Cole stood in the command center, eyes fixed on the star-filled void beyond Earth. They will return, he said quietly, stronger, faster, and angrier, but we are ready for them. Laura Hayes nodded. Our forces have learned a lot. We know their tactics, their weaknesses. And humans have proven what we can do. Daniel Brooks joined them, holding a tablet filled with reports from the Aurora and orbital defenses. They won't underestimate us again, but we must not become complacent. Our next step must ensure that Earth is respected across the galaxy. Ethan turned to the council. Then we send a message, not words of peace, not words of surrender. We send a statement of strength. Let every corner of the galaxy know that humanity fights, that we adapt, and that courtesy has limits. Far above Earth, the Aurora and its squad of fighters patrolled silently. Kyle Turner's hands moved confidently over the controls, guiding his ships with precision. Nathan Hill and Chloe Bennett monitored the perimeter, scanning for any signs of returning alien forces. Chloe spoke over comms. Sensors detect some alien movement near the outer planets. They are regrouping, trying to repair damage, but their communications are chaotic. They are afraid, Kyle smiled. Good, fear is a teacher. We will show them that humanity's resolve is stronger than their arrogance. On Earth, Maya Green and her engineering teams worked tirelessly, repairing and improving weapon systems. They had learned much from the first battle. Energy arrays were optimized, fighters upgraded, and defensive shields reinforced. Every improvement made humans more dangerous, more prepared, and more unpredictable. Ethan addressed the council once more. We cannot rely on luck. Every strike, every defense, every maneuver must be calculated. But we must also remember this. Humans do not surrender, humans do not bow, and humans adapt faster than any opponent expects. Laura Hayes added, we have proven that courage and intelligence can defeat brute force. Now we show the galaxy that humanity has strength in unity as well. Kyle Turner ordered the Aurora and its fighters into a strategic patrol pattern. We will monitor their fleet and strike if necessary. We show presence and readiness. Let them see that Earth is not a world to conquer. Nathan Hill adjusted his fighter. I like being the shadow they cannot predict. We make them think twice before attacking. Chloe Bennett's fingers flew across the controls. I'm scanning for weaknesses in their formation. Even if they regroup, they are slower to adapt than we are. That is where humans have the edge. From Earth, Ethan gave the order. Send the communication to the galaxy. Let every species know that humans do not bow to threats, that our courtesy has ended. A broadcast went out, simple, clear, and powerful. A voice, calm but firm, echoed across space. To every world that watches, to every fleet that approaches, Earth will not bow. Humanity fights with intelligence, courage, and unity. We are not weak. We are not passive. Our courtesy has ended. The message spread quickly, reaching distant systems. Humans had never claimed to be the strongest, but their actions and words carried weight. They had fought and survived against the galaxy's mightiest and emerged unbroken. On Aurora, Kyle Turner watched the stars. "That should get their attention," he said. Nathan Hill laughed. "It will. They didn't expect courage and they didn't expect creativity. They will remember Earth." Chloe Bennett added, "And every lesson they learn is one we have already mastered. We adapt faster than they can. They cannot predict us." Ethan Cole monitored incoming data. Reports came from alien systems showing confusion, fear, and retreat. Humanity had sent a clear signal. Earth was prepared to defend itself, and any aggression would be met with overwhelming ingenuity and determination. Laura Hayes spoke to the council. "This is more than a victory. It is a statement. Humans have shown what we can do. Other species will think twice before threatening us. They will respect our intelligence, our courage, and our unity." Daniel Brooks nodded. "And we will continue to improve. This is only the beginning. Earth will not be caught unprepared again. Humans are relentless when it comes to protecting our home." Above the planet, the Aurora and the fleet continued to patrol. Every movement, every scan, every signal was calculated. Humans had proven that they could fight against overwhelming numbers, and that knowledge strengthened their resolve. Nathan Hill adjusted his cockpit controls. "They may come again, but we are ready. Humans do not fear the odds. We fight and we adapt." Chloe Bennett scanned the void. "We have captured data from their fleet. We know their technology better than they think. Humanity learns quickly, and we fight smarter than they expect." Kyle Turner looked at his crew. "We have shown courage, skill, and unity. Let that be our guide. Earth fights, and the galaxy will remember." Ethan Cole addressed the council once more. "We have survived the first strike. We have sent our message to the galaxy, but our work is not done. Humans must continue to innovate, continue to prepare, and continue to show that we do not bow." Laura Hayes added, "We have also shown that humanity's strength lies not just in weapons, but in courage, intelligence, and determination. The galaxy will respect that. They will remember the day Earth fought back." Daniel Brooks spoke quietly, "And they will know that any attempt to take Earth will be met with strategy, unity, and resolve. Humans will not be passive, and we will not surrender." On Earth, civilians continued their lives, unaware of the full scope of the battle above. Yet, in hidden bases and orbital stations, humans prepared for the next encounter. They repaired ships, upgraded weapons, and trained pilots. Every human understood that the galaxy had changed its view of Earth. Maya Green smiled as she monitored her team. "We have done more than survive. We have proven that humans are unpredictable and capable. Our ingenuity is a weapon no fleet can ignore." Ethan Cole stood at the observation deck, watching the stars. "This is humanity's message. We do not bow, we do not surrender. Our courtesy has ended. Any who threaten Earth will find courage, intelligence, and unity waiting for them. Humanity will survive, and humanity will fight." Kyle Turner piloted the Aurora, knowing that future battles might come, but confident in human capability. Nathan Hill and Chloe Bennett remained vigilant, scanning for threats, ready to strike if needed. Every human involved knew that the first victories were only the beginning of a greater challenge. The alien fleet had learned a hard lesson. Humans were not a species to take lightly. They had courage, creativity, and an unyielding will to survive. The galaxy would remember Earth, and humans had carved a new place in the stars. Ethan Cole addressed the council one final time. "Let this be the start of a new era. Humanity will engage with the galaxy on our terms, cautious but confident. We have shown what we are capable of, and we will continue to protect our home." Laura Hayes added, "And let the galaxy remember, humans are not weak. We fight with intelligence, courage, and unity. Our courtesy is not a sign of submission, but a choice." And that choice has ended. From the Aurora, Kyle Turner looked out at the void. "They will remember this day. Humanity is unpredictable, and we are ready to fight. No one will underestimate Earth again." Nathan Hill grinned. "We've proven ourselves. And the galaxy will hear about it." Chloe Bennett nodded. "Humans have the will, the skill, and the unity to defend our home. That is our greatest weapon." Ethan Cole watched the stars, thinking of the future. "We have sent our message. The galaxy has heard it. And humanity will continue to fight, adapt, and survive. We do not bow and we do not surrender. That is who we are. Above, the Aurora drifted silently, a guardian of Earth. The human fleet remained vigilant, prepared for any challenge. The first battles had been won, and humanity had proven its strength. The galaxy had learned a new truth. Humans were not to be underestimated. Earth had survived, humanity had triumphed, and the message was clear. Courtesy had ended, and the galaxy would remember. Humanity had emerged victorious, not through sheer size or overwhelming firepower, but through courage, intelligence, and unity. They had faced the mightiest and shown that determination, creativity, and the will to survive could overcome even the most powerful foes. And as the stars shone above, humans looked forward, ready for whatever the universe might send. The galaxy had taken notice, and Earth had earned its place among the stars.